There's somebody's. We never start videos as I am screaming and shouting, but I'm not sure you're ready for this new series that is coming along pretty soon. Starting with this video, like this video is like some hints of what's about to happen, because I am excited, more than excited, because someone very close to me is coming to visit me here in Ethiopia. They are flying all the way from their country to come and visit me. Anyway, so that brought me to telling them many things of what they should do, what they should know before they come, because I want them to have the swiftest journey and zero hindrance or any hitches here and there. So I thought, let me share with you people some of the things that you need to know before you come to Ethiopia in your preparation and up to like the airport and arrival here in Ethiopia in preparation for your trip here in Ethiopia. Because I've also received some requests from people telling me, oh, hey, I'm gonna be coming in December. So what should I know? What should I do? Stuff like this. So I'm also going to be addressing all those people. Gosh, I need to calm down from this excitement. Then we can start the video. Guys, I can't even begin to tell you of how excited I am, and also because this person that is visiting, can you guess in the comment section who is coming to see me? Please comment right now who you think is coming. Okay, let's get started. So when you come to Ethiopia, first thing, you have to make sure you have bought Ethiopian dress on your way, because it's like a uniform. I'm joking. Get serious and shoot this video. First thing you must know is on documentation. One, at least I know every country requires a passport to come to Ethiopia. So best for me to talk about this is for you to research on what passport, what visa you're required to have to come to Ethiopia. I know two countries that don't need a visa to come to Ethiopia. It's visa free. That is Djibouti and Kenya. I think I've mentioned that before. So if your country is not in that list, then you have to check, is it an e-visa, visa on arrival, or you need to go to the embassy and apply for the Ethiopian visa. So based on where you're coming from, good for you to know. For the person, I'm not leaving here, so you guys can just stay as curious as possible. Once you have your visa, also other important documents that you need to confirm is if you're vaccinated, because of other vaccinations that people need for them to come to Ethiopia. And one, at least for my country that I know about, you need to have a yellow fever certificate. So that means go get your yellow fever card. And then you also need to have a COVID vaccination. And if you are of the opinion of no vaccinating, then you need to have a PCR test to show that you are good to enter Ethiopia. But I pray and wish that the PCR COVID things is gonna end someday, but I'm happy for now that if you're vaccinated or you have the vaccine certificate, you don't need the PCR to come into Ethiopia. Once you have your documentations ready, of course you have to book the flight ticket, and yeah, remember to use an African airline. Okay, thank you very much, because it is a good way to promote Africa. Not sponsored, just a thought that I think we should be advocates of our own. Yeah, so also in the process of me sharing all this, I'll try and get a story here and there that I think maybe I didn't know, or I made a mistake or stuff like this, or some common things that I've heard from other different people. In terms of documentation, I've actually not had a lot of anything, because people are doing their due diligence before they board the flight to come to Ethiopia. I just feel sorry for Nigerians, because it is no longer e-visa. They have to like apply the visa. It's no longer visa on arrival. So yeah, anyway, after you have your documentation right, let's talk about money, because also this is another thing that you need to prepare yourself as you're coming to Ethiopia. And two things work perfectly. One, you can carry your ATM card and you will be able to withdraw your money in many places. I think I've not gone to a country and found as many ATM stops as in Ethiopia. So if you have your card, you'll be good to go. But as Damaris Jenka, I recommend people to come with dollars, because also that way you're able to convert your dollars into beer in case, because I've also seen people that come around and their ATM stops working, or someone like for example, a case that I've had several times is a breach with your card, then your card is locked, and once your card is locked, then you have no access to money. So please carry dollars. And I also have to give you this disclaimer because I've also seen many people visiting Ethiopia making the same mistake where you easily come with dollars, then you're in a rush to convert your dollars to birr. Let me tell you, it is very hard to convert birr back to dollars. So even as you're coming with dollars, make sure you like convert a portion after another, okay? Because you need birr. We don't operate here in dollars, we operate in birr. And yeah, do your due research on that aspect. But if you have cash and if you have your card, you are good to go. Yes. And just in case you have already converted a lot of your dollars to birr, you can always buy things and take back home and sell, or souvenirs for your family or stuff like this. It is not always that dark, but just for you to know. So now I'm assuming you are at the airport because you now already booked the flight, you have all your documentations to write. I have to tell you, prepare yourself for the language barrier that it will hit you after arriving at the airport. Yes, we are glad that at the airport there are still people speaking English, but you will still hear more Amharic. Like you will realize, wow, I'm in a new country immediately you land. And there are two words that I thought you just need to know what they mean, because if they are used in a statement, people use them even when they are speaking English, and it's good for you to know what it means. First one has to be ishi. Ishi means okay. Then the other one has to be means yes. So when you hear these phrases in the let's say immigration officer could ask you something, then they say ishi, it means it's okay, now you're done, something like this. Just those two words, you will hear them all over Ethiopia. Anywhere you go, you will definitely hear them. Then I also have to say, other words you can learn as you continue in your stay in Ethiopia, so no pressure. I'm gonna teach you all those. We are gonna continue learning together. This is because I recently did a video of trying to speak Amharic. Did you guys watch that? And what rating did you give me, okay? And if you're an Ethiopian watching this, I'd love to know in the comment section below, what is something that you would tell someone to prepare for their journey as they're coming to Ethiopia? Okay, Ishi, now you're good to go. Welcome to Ethiopia. You have already gotten your stamp inside. Remember, if it is your first time traveling, confirm the date of the stamps. Please, many people make this mistake because of not checking what days were you stamped, and even some countries can give you a limitation of the days you came. Another mistake that I've seen with the stamps happening is sometimes the immigration officer could confuse and stamp exit instead of stamping entry. And what that means, it means you are out of the country. So please read your stamp and confirm it says entry with the date of the day you came in the country, okay? Thank you very much. You don't want to make these mistakes, because I've met someone that told me now on their time to exit the country, it costs trouble on a mistake they didn't do themselves. So be careful and cautious. Yeah, you don't want to have drama even as you're leaving the country, or penalties or things like this. We want your stay here to be amazing. So now you've entered and you're like, oh my god, I need to move. I don't have someone picking me at the airport. My guest, don't worry, I'm gonna pick you at the airport. I'm gonna pick you at the airport. But yeah, you don't have anybody to pick you at the airport. So what you're gonna do is you'll find there are several people there that are like transport being offered. Have a good negotiation with the person that is taking you to your place. If you have already downloaded applications that are here, for example, Ride or Ferris, you can be able to like maybe start it or be able to follow your journey to wherever place that you're going. Also, just do your more research on safety, because recently I've had several cases of many people saying they were coming from the airport and they lost things, either their bag or like you left your things. Just be more precautious. Just be more cautious. Be more cautious of your stuff and your luggage. Check in the car, are there many people, stuff like this, because most of the time once you're inside the country, it's easy to use the applications, and I find that to be way safer than not having an application, because it can be tracked anytime after. But now for this other one, for the time you arrive at the airport, maybe you don't even have the application, or maybe you just negotiated your way out. Just make sure you are confirming your everything, from how the driver is behaving. I'm not saying it's bad or it's extremely dangerous. I'm just telling you to be on the know and to be alert, okay? Yeah, and suppose you will arrive at night like I did. Let me tell you, some cold weather will hit you. I've been in Ethiopia now equivalent of an year. So I know all the weather changes or the temperatures or stuff like this. So please carry your jacket. At least make sure you have like one jacket, unless you're coming from like places that experience like winter and stuff like this. But if you're coming from places that the weather is okay, like it's warm, especially West Africans, these I feel like are the ones who are mostly affected by the cold weather that they experience when they come to like East Africa. So make sure at least you have one jacket, because it's gonna get chilly at night. I can't stay like this, we always need to put on something to keep yourself warmer. But if you are born in Iceland, one of those things that are freezing and everything, you are good to go. Then this one is definitely one of my favorites. I also have to say, I think I've done some different information. If for example you're not flying and you're using the road, I have a video that is from Kenya to Addis Ababa by road. I've done an entire compilation video before, sometime when I used that road. I have also shown how to come from like Djibouti back to Ethiopia. Okay, that was 2. So I have all this video. I'll try and link them in the description box. I also think I've talked about things to expect coming here. So all this about information and research that you need as you're preparing for your journey coming here to Ethiopia, I'm gonna link in the description box. But this one was things that I felt I needed to emphasize, especially because of my guest. And the last point is a very exciting one, because you will be surprised on this one. Haha. The food. Now, come on, let me tell you something. There's one thing to have tried a cuisine once, and it's another thing to have to eat that cuisine every other day, and even worse, every other meal. Now, in Kenya, or where I come from, we try Ethiopian food in Ethiopian restaurants. Then you're like, oh wow, it was an experience. Some people try the first time and they're like, I'm done, I can't deal with it. And then some people are like, hey, today I'm craving injera. Yeah, the reason I'm saying this is so you can start preparing your taste buds for a continuation of a different kind of food, especially unless you're watching this and you're coming from like Eritrea, or like from whichever country you're coming from. Every week you normally eat like injera. Then this is not for you. But for the person that is coming, because I know they've tasted this food, but like just tasted. When you come around here, you will go to restaurant, and most restaurants, or even I'll be doing some cooking. I'm not sure about this, but because now I'm Ethiopian, definitely they will have to have tried some to continuously eat injera here and there. And I also want them to prepare themselves in terms of being comfortable in whatever place that you go. You are not being like, I can't eat just because you can't handle it injera. Start preparing your taste buds, or enjoy your food that you love, the delicacy that you enjoy in whatever country you're coming from. I've also seen this a lot with like West Africans. Please eat that peppers. Enjoy it a lot before you come here, because life is gonna change. You're gonna be enjoying injera with pasta, injera with bread, injera with not maybe injera with bread, but like injera with meat, injera with lettuce, injera with even rice, injera with greens, injera with cabbage, injera with potato. Anything can eat injera, which I'm a big lover of injera, but it also came with a learning process, if that makes sense. I also was not prepared for the continuous eating of injera. And then he also says it's not like there are no international hotels where you can get like different kind of foods, Turkish food, Kenyan food, even Nigerian food, but still you can kinda almost not escape the aspect of injera. Yeah, but also make sure you try. At least don't give up on it. Give it a try. I've seen people coming in, they are not trying injera even at least once. I'm like, I don't know you. So yeah, I just thought I should share that, and I think I went way further ahead in the explanation of the food aspect. Other things, we will get to go through them together. If you're coming to Ethiopia for the first time, feel free, enjoy. Please remember to carry your good vim, open-mindedness, and focus on the positive aspects of the country, and less on the negative ones. You're correcting them, Yeah, just have a good time. Guys, I can't even begin to tell you of how excited I am. And also because this person that is visiting, can you guess in the comment section who is coming to see me? Please Comment right now who you think is coming, because I'm also excited for the content ideas that we've written down to execute for you guys, and even for them to explore the country. So if you are there and you're like a travel company, or you're a hotel and you want to host my very important guest, give them an experience, please reach out. My email address is gonna be in the description box. You guys are not ready. Trust me, you guys are not ready. Let me get into some dancing. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on my next video. It will be more interactive than a sit down. Otherwise, until next time, always remember to create time for that which ignites your soul. Until next time, ciao.